Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the Son of the living power, the Messiah, which these are the true names of the Most High and His only begotten Son, in the ancient Hebrew tongue, and Lashon Kodash, which means holy language. Also want to give double honors to the elder apostles, to the elder bishops, to the upcoming elders that rule well at JMS. I want to give peace and blessings unto the elect. And salute shalom to the fellow leaders pushing this truth. Right, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Which the focus of this lesson is prophecy. You know, that's the focus of all these lessons that I put out. You know, but in fact, let's just jump straight to the point. Before I jump straight to the point, I want to say my name is Zakaria. You know, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Which a couple of information have been coming out. A couple of news reports, geopolitical reports. You know, and you see a lot of build-up to the prophecy concerning the MOTB, the mark of the you-know-who. You know, the MARK of the beast. Right, in fact, let's just touch on that first. And I'm on Bloomberg.com. It says MasterCard, CITI, or Citi, JP Morgan tests ledger for settling bank money. In fact, let's get another news report. Let's touch on this. It says major U.S. banks collaborate with MasterCard to test tokenized banking settlements. So basically, they're advancing to the digital world, if you will. You know, and that's that's a quick hit. They're advancing to this digital currency, to the digital world, man. These are just all steps to the mark of the who. So Salaki, let me get this real quick. This is another article. It says Australia. This is from newshub.com. It says Australia bank to go fully cashless and push to become completely digital. So we're seeing the banks, advancing to the digital world. And that's just all leading up to that prophecy in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 on down to verse 18. And that's simple. But I could really touch on this. This really going to be my focus in the lesson. This is the book of not the book, but this is from Salakia, the ABC ActionNews.com. It says Battle of the Bay, special operations military exercise happening in downtown Tampa. So you have militaries basically having exercises in the main cities, in Florida, going to the article, it says Tampa, Florida. It's the the text. It says, don't be alarmed if you are in downtown Tampa and hear gunshots or explosions today. A special operations demonstration will be taking place near the Tampa Convention Center, and you might hear the sounds all around downtown Tampa. It says the Special Operation Forces Battle of the Bay demonstration will take place on May 8th between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. So it already happened, right? But the point is that Esau, he's preparing his militaries for infighting, civil war, civil disorder, which that's prophesied in the Holy Bible. In fact, let's just jump straight into it. It's going to be a quick lesson, simple, Let's get the book Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Now, in the scriptures, the prophets will prophesy about Egypt. A lot of the times they were referring to America, because America is modern day Egypt. The leader Moses, he prophesied about America, right? But he used the word or the name Egypt, you know, in place of the name America. You ain't gonna find the word America in the scriptures, you know. So it's all, you know, dark sayings, you know, something that have to be interpreted. And you can only receive the interpretation and understanding by the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? And the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is upon the men of the Lord, upon the men at GMS, upon the prophets, the elders, the elder apostles, you know, GMS. And, you know, they brought out this information, they brought out this understanding, you know, through time and time again, you know, through the ministry, you know. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So there's going to be civil war, you know, one people fighting against another people with sword in their hands, you know, this city against this city, this group against this group. You're going to have your insurrections, you know, your riots, your rebellion against the authorities, you know. People are going to be taking, you know, action in their own hands against the different classes, against the politicians. You know, you're going to have your class wars. Even your politicians, your senators, they're going to suffer in these last days. And this is what's prophesied, you know. This is a time that's coming to America, you know. It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, so Esau already know what's about to come, what's about to, you know, come down, you know, upon America. That's why they, you know, putting out movies like Civil War. You know, they know that this is a possible future, and we are near that time. You know, because as Esau become more and more grievous, draconian with his laws, you know, as Esau more and more chip away at his own constitution amendments, such as what freedom of speech, you know, these different things that protect the people. It's locked in with me. You know, these different laws and amendments that protect the people, that protect the people's lives and freedom. We're going to see Esau chipping away more and more at these things, you know, coming against his own constitution. You know, he's not going to regard his constitution. He's not going to regard the people's lives and freedom. And that's going to ultimately invoke the people's wrath, the people's anger, you know, especially when all hell break loose, you know, right? You got a time called Jacob troubles in the scriptures, a great tribulation, you know. From there, I want to go to, really, you know, that's, you know, straight to the point, right? But the point is that Esau, he's preparing, right? We've seen these prophecies, you know, build up to the point of fulfillment, if you will. You know, banks, you know, Esau, the elites, you know, they're, you know, going down the digital route, which all going to lead to the CHIP implant. You know, they're going to chip or implement or make mandatory CHIP implant. You know, and people won't have to get it in order to maneuver and to operate and to survive and sustain themselves in this life. You know, just going digital, you know, and that, you know, that itself is a dystopian world, you know, where your freedom is definitely going to be taken away when that happens, when that comes, you know. From there, in fact, let's get this real quick. Let's get Isaiah chapter 30. This Isaiah chapter 30, verse 7, it says, "For the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this, their strength is to sit still." And ultimately Esau, right, the military, the government, the elites, they ain't gonna help you, man. It's not gonna get better, no matter what president, y'all vote for, no matter what side you on. There ain't gonna be no help, no profit, no progress for this kingdom. Is going completely, it's going to go downhill, a down spiral, but those of us that have Yahawashi, we have life, and there's no condemnation in Yahawashi. If we abide in Yahawashi, abide in His truth, and obey the word, and obey this truth, obey this doctrine, and follow it and be led by the Spirit, onto the end, right? We endure in that spirit onto the end, in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the spirit of Yahushai. We're going to be kept from those evils, There is no condemnation. So let's touch on this real quick. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 1. It says, "There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Mashiach Yahushua." So you ain't gonna be put to death, right? You ain't gonna suffer wrath. You damn sure ain't gonna take the taste of the second death, which is what going to be caused by the nuclear fire and radiation. You're gonna be safe from the damnations of hell, from the power of the sword, from the power of your enemy. When it comes to the martial law, famine, which is probably going to be orchestrated, right? These different plagues that's going to come upon America, World War III, it's going to come upon the world. You're going to be kept from these things if you abide in Yahawashi. If you dwell in this truth, if you make this truth your home, right? Obey these scriptures, let these things lead you and rule you, you learn Yahawashi, you hold fast to Yahawashi to that hope, you keep the faith, you fight the good fight of faith, and you follow after righteousness. There will be no condemnation. It says, "To them which are in Mashiach Yahawashi, who walk not after the spirit," who walk not after the flesh, right? So not walking after the flesh, but after the spirit. So, you got the point. Again, it's a quick lesson. I just wanted to touch on that. Blow the trumpet. We want to give double honors to the elder apostles, to the elder bishops, to the upcoming elders, peace and blessings unto the elect. And salute, shalom, to the fellow laborers pushing His truth. And all praise and honor and glory be to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Shalom.